supported me. Mr. Mayor, we are here.
Yeah. Hello.
Mayor Lurie, we are here.
Yeah.
Supervisor Mahmoud, we are here.
Hello.
I grew up in Fillmore in 1969. I lived 19 years. When I grew up, there was a Lucky's and a Food Land.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I remember when Safeway came, we didn't want it really. We didn't want a corporation. But then when Lucky's and Food Land left, that's all we had left. They put condos over there where Lucky's is, apartments where Food Land is. And now they want to do the same for Safeway. That's where we all get our food. How much more harm do you need to do?
What's going on, man?
James,
How you doing?
You guys are going to be here today. Well, I'm here because I watched the blood diamond with the hull of her babies. Her front
So
door.
this Safeway has traditional food
Low income
that we
housing.
use to cook our food. We are not a Uber Eats
Putting her in
community.
your house where
We
you can't
are
pay
not
anyway.
a
And
whole
taking her
food
taxpayers money.
community.
This
We are
happened right
not
after
a
Christmas.
traditional
And
community.
her
We
kids can't
want
go out in the
our
street play fields
ingredients
unsafe.
that we like.
Well, her
If we
taxpayer
want some
money
ham
and the
hocks,
money
we
that
go
you
in
get funded.
there. We
Her
want
kids
particular
can't.
soy
How is
sauce,
that even
we go
remotely
there.
right? That's
We
one
want
reason why I'm here
particular
today. I didn't
cheeses,
know
we go in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
There's
I'm
not
here
going
for
to be
justice
those
for
type of
me.
options. We
I'm
are
here for
not going
justice
to Trader
for
Joe's to
those
get
Latino women.
microwave food. San Francisco likes to
They
boast
ain't-
this is a walkable
They
city.
ain't getting proper justice.
They encourage
Justice
us
is
to
found them.
get rid of our
How is it
cars.
even remotely right? Just to go out in
However,
the street and
now
play.
what? We're supposed to carry our
Right.
groceries on
Yeah.
the 22.
That's what I'm here
Have
No,
you
I hear
ever
you.
carried more than one bag on a bus? People are going to look at you and stereotype you that you are homeless. They're going to be annoyed that your bags are taking up too much space. And you don't want dogs and whatnot around your food. Then they say there'll be a shuttle. Where is that plan? How does that work? Can you imagine having a schedule when you want to cook your dinner? You might not want to boatload. You might want to get your food fresh, and you can't now. So you mean you got to wait on the shuttle to take you to another location, and when you're done shopping, is that shuttle going to be out there waiting for you? Or do you have to sit in the elements, our seniors, our people with small children, out in the elements waiting on some shuttle that might not come? We all can't afford these Ubers to take us and give us a ride. Next, I want to talk about my friend Jackie Underwood. A lot of you grew up in Fillmore and already know her. She is now homebound. So her caregiver, who does not have a car, walks to Safeway and gets her medication. Now that person will have to get on the bus to go get their education. She got a letter from Safeway saying, hey, I know the Walgreens closing, but you can come to Safeway. You're closing. How the hell is somebody going to come to Safeway? This is just rude. Then I want to think of suggestions. If it's inevitable, this is going to happen, let's get this developer to do something like 4th Street. Safeway on the bottom level, and then you can put all your little condos and your techies on top. You can't tell me nobody all the way up there is not going to walk down to buy no food. That would be a convenience for them and an incentive to buy that condo. This is another suggestion, and this is not nothing I'm circulating, this is my own opinion. You got $45 million of Dream People money sitting there. 200,000 was used last year to keep that Safeway open a year. Let's keep it open another year. I don't think anybody black will have a problem with that 200,000 being used for another year of food until actual plan is executed, because there's no plan. Supervisor Mahmoud had the nerve to go live today on social media and say, there's no more problem with stuff at the supermarket. Duh. Then he says, but there's good news, medication will still be going till the February 7th. Well, what's happening February 8th? I don't know. No plan. Another thing back on that Dream Keepers situation, the audit is complete.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have a copy of it. The money is available. Help with the solution for the Black community, and it will benefit everybody, the Japanese community, everybody in the surrounding area. In closing, we also need to, like Brother Eric says, we hold every department on trial. MOHCD, where are you? Supervisors, where are you? Mayor, where are you? And mind you, that lot, that small lot on the by the parking lot is still owned by MOHCD, so they can do something. In closing, anyone with a mustard seed of humanity that can figure out a solution needs to step up. People can only take so much. You keep squeezing people, you keep hurting people, you keep starving people. What do you think the end result's gonna be? What do you think is the reason why people get on drugs, give up, get frustrated, get killed? It's like you keep squeezing us and making it more difficult to where people just throw their hands up in the air. Let's get something done. We will not be ignored. Mr. Mayor, we are here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, thank you. So next up is Karen. Karen is always on the front line.
Always.
We are a community of institution builders, and we deserve to be able to govern our own grocery store, our own neighborhood. Right now, we have governance by fiat. We have Neighbors for a Better San Francisco, Together SF, Grow SF, spending millions of dollars to take out the elected officials we elected and put in the place their representatives who want to represent the interests of private equity and capital to the detriment of everyday San Franciscans. That's why Safeway is going away. A private equity company in New York City owns Safeway. To them, with $60 billion under management, it's a rounding error. To us, it's the lifeline of our community. And if our supervisors and mayor allow that lifeline to be cut, they are cutting off the heart and soul of San Francisco and allowing it to bleed out. In the wealthiest city in America, we're gonna have a vast food desert. In a progressive city, the most progressive city in America, people are not gonna have access to food, diapers, dog food, all the essentials for their daily living is going away. And we, the community,
Can't let that happen.
can't let that happen. And we need to decide for ourselves, self-determination. We need to have a community trust that decides what is the future of that property. What vendor should come in there? Safeway doesn't want to be there. Guess what? We don't want you to be
Right,
there.
right, that's right. Get out
We
of it.
want to run our own
There you go.
cooperative
Come
or
on.
find some kind of vendor from the community who can manage that property properly. And we know how to do it, right? The history of our neighborhood, when Jewish people faced anti-Semitism, they moved to the Fillmore and created a thriving business and commercial district. When Japanese people faced discrimination, they moved to the Fillmore where they were able to rent, and they created a thriving business and commercial district. When Black people faced discrimination from the Jim Crow South, they came to the Fillmore and built a thriving business and commercial district. And now
No
a
matter what.
small handful of white people want to take that all away. Rich people. I have no problem with rich people. Rich people, you want to live here? Go right ahead. I'm very happy to be your neighbor, but you're not going to make me leave. You're not going to destroy our neighborhood. You're not going to destroy the heart and soul of San Francisco.
Come on, that's right.
So I call on all of us to stay united, stay firm, push back. We've built so many institutions, KPOO Radio,
Yeah, come on.
St. Francis Square, Third Baptist Church, many other houses of worship, the Japanese Cultural Center, the African American Cultural Center. We are a community of institution builders. We're gonna stay united, we're gonna push back, and we're gonna build something beautiful that serves all San Franciscans, not just the tiny few.
Right on.
Thank you. So we're moving quick, because we got, of course, a plan of action. But I just want to remind everybody, because a lot of people come up to me and say they want to speak and stuff. We have a set agenda. So we have public come if you want to speak and come up in here and speak while we go up in here and knock on these board of supervisors. Well, not there, but for public comment in the board of supervisors chambers. Lily Roberts is about to speak. This is one of our pioneers and one of our activists and a part of the NCLF. And we want to hear from her, and then we're going to hear from we're going to hear from Loria, and then we're going to hear from Dr. Brown, and then Ace Washington.
Good evening, everyone. I came to San Francisco. I came to San Francisco in 1947. My father was shipped here. Yeah, please. Was brought out here by the federal government to work at the shipyards. Galveston has a large shipping area. So,
Excuse me, sorry.